In this video, I'm going to help you simplify nutrition in a way that actually makes sense. Eat food that grows, not food that is created. And I'm going to explain this. And this concept matters so much because right now you're probably eating fake food that can lead to different kinds of problems, whether it's weight gain, your brain isn't working, you have brain fog, low energy, can't make progress in the gym, acne, whatever it may be. And you've probably been taught that you should focus on calories or macros in order to be healthy, and that is just simply where you are getting it wrong. So in this video, I'm going to explain this concept so it is easier for you to understand and easier for you to be healthy. So right now, there's a big problem in America. Most people are eating products, man-made food, and this is so problematic because today's food is just an absolute nightmare. It has an ingredient list a mile long. 74% of the American food supply is ultra processed, so it is very, very hard to avoid. The modern day food is created to be as addictive as possible. You can expect to find all different kinds of ingredients, whether it's sugars to make your brain give you more dopamine, it's gums to make it feel better in your mouth, you like eating it more. It's going to be artificially flavored. It's going to have dyes and coloring. It's going to have preservatives to make it last longer on the shelf. This is what I mean by created food, man-made food. This type of food is so easy to overeat and it just leaves you craving more and more. Some common examples of this is just like every single fast food place in America, most restaurants. If you go to the store and it's in a package, that's a processed food, that is man-made. That the packaged food you would not find in nature. You know, you're not going to find a bag of Doritos just growing from the ground. You know what I mean? So I want you to start asking, did this food I'm about to eat come from the earth? Did it grow like an animal or a plant? Did it come from the earth or was it created? And it's so simple, like the phrase, did it grow? A cow grows. It grows up from a calf to a cow to a bull. A plant grows. A strawberry plant comes from a seed and produces a strawberry. So this is the simplest rule ever. This is the rule. If it grew, eat more. If it was created, eat less. Why? Because people think eating healthy can be like confusing, it's complex. I have to do this, I have to do that, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. But when you apply this filter, it's like instantly all the noise is just cut out. You know exactly what you need to do, and it makes it so simple. Like, and if you follow this, like eat only things that grow, you will be healthy automatically because you won't be eating any processed junk, and you will be only eating one ingredient, whole foods. Why is this good? Because whole foods are one ingredient. They don't have processed junk. And things like beef, eggs, chicken, animal products are the most nutrient dense things on the planet. Like, look at these screenshots here. Here we have liver, so nutrient dense, steak, eggs. Look at all of the nutrients in these foods. And this simply, you just can't get this from processed food. You have to be eating animal products if you want to be healthy, and animal products grow. They come from the earth. It is natural. Same thing goes for like certain vegetables like sweet potato. You have things like rice, which is a good form of carbs. Fruit, any kind of fruit goes because it comes from the ground. It is grown. So yeah, that is the rule. And this rule is just so powerful because it removes decision fatigue. I remember back when I was trying to eat healthy, I was like trying to fix some health issues. I wanted to get rid of my acne. I wanted to put on more muscle. I wanted to have more energy. And so I started looking into how to eat healthy, and I started to fall for like all of these health scam products like greens powders, buy this supplement to make you healthy, eat more of this supplement, take this healthy health food, you know, like eat more salad. And I was just like falling for all of these like complex health products, complex ways of eating. I just was overcomplicating the process, and it doesn't have to be overcomplicated. Like right now, if you are overweight and you only eat food that grows, you will lose weight if you have a deficit, of course, but it is that simple. If you want to be healthy, eat food that grows. It's so simple. I don't know how more people don't know about this. Like, so once you can apply this, and once you can only eat food that grows, you will start to get real benefits. Some benefits that you will get after applying this is that you will have sharper brain function. You will look better. You'll be less inflamed. You won't have acne. You'll have less fat if you eat in a slight deficit. You'll have more energy. You won't be crashing your blood sugar all the time from processed foods. You'll have stable, steady energy, and your sleep will be better, which will also make your energy better. And sleep is tied to so many benefits. Like, if you can have good quality sleep, like literally every aspect of your life improves, and every aspect of your health improves alongside sleep. Sleep is like the most important thing, and when you only eat food that grows, that is very powerful for you, sleep. And another big one is that the mental benefits that come alongside eating healthy. You just like feel more in control. Your brain stops racing at 1,000 miles an hour. You can actually focus on things. You have a better baseline mood. Like, for me, back when I was eating unhealthy and I was eating processed foods, like my baseline mood was probably like 50%, like a constant 50%. If we say 0, you feel like shit. 100%, you feel normal. I was at like 50% baseline. Like, I felt decent. I didn't feel terrible. I felt all right, you know? And once I started to eat healthy and once I improved my health, I went to like a 70% and 80%. Now it's at like a 90%. My baseline mood is great. I'm never in a bad mood. I always have plenty of energy. I can always think clear. I can always do work. I can do whatever I want to. I'm never angry. I'm never sad. Like, my baseline mood is just steady and it is high. And that is one of the best benefits that you get when you can only eat food that grows, right? And one last thing to scare you into eating only food that grows, we can take a look at these statistics, right? I mentioned earlier that 70% of the food supply is ultra processed, right? And if we also take a look at the obesity rate percentage, 75% of Americans are overweight or obese. And alongside that, it's either 60 or 70% of Americans also have some kind of disease. So if we take a look at the numbers here, it seems very clear to me that the food supply, on top of other things, of course, is causing the disease and the obesity problems, right? And if you do what the masses are doing, which is eating created food, you will get the results that the masses are getting. So you will start to gain weight. You may develop some kind of disease in the future if you are eating the processed garbage that everyone else is eating. So if we want different results than other people, we have to do different things than other people. I know it sounds obvious, but it's like, once this clicks, you know exactly what you need to do, which is do the opposite of what everyone else is doing to get opposite results of what everyone else is getting, right? So every single person is eating processed food. Not every single person, but most people are eating processed food on the daily, whether it's buying packaged food, going through fast food drive-thrus, whatever it may be. Most people are poisoning themselves every single day, and they don't know it, but you do. So what are you going to do about it? You're going to eat food that grows. And when you are first starting this health journey, this mindset of just eating food that grows is so powerful, because when you first start to eat healthy and things like that, it can be confusing. Of course, I remember like I said earlier, I was getting confused. I was like buying these greens powder supplement, which you don't need, by the way. I have another video on that explaining health scams. Watch this video right here if you want to know common health scams and you don't want to fall for those. Watch that. But yeah, so yeah, I really hope you can start eating food that grows and not food that is created. This is very powerful. This is a very simple way to look at it in order to be healthy. Follow this and you will get tremendous results. And if you're serious about fixing your health, having a better physique, having more energy, and actually locking in with your diet, first link in the description is my school program. There I go into extreme detail. I will tell you everything you need to know about how to be perfect how to have perfect health. There I explain things like how to have the perfect mindset to be healthy so you can stay consistent and actually get results, the best diet for you to get on, the worst foods that you need to avoid, things that are poisoning you and your environment, how to have perfect sleep, healthy lifestyle add-ons, how to shop at the grocery store without getting poisoned, and so much more. That is my school program. I designed it for you to get results and for it to be effective, and I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm so happy with it. It's a fucking steal. Link is in the description. And if you want to keep watching right now, on my YouTube I have a ton of other videos just like this one explaining various health concepts, so go check those out. Go subscribe. Thank you for watching. Only eat food that grows. Goodbye.